What if I told you that this man is 71 years old? Most people at this age try to avoid physical exertion, complain of back pain, joint pain, and lack of energy. But Duante Fields destroys all the usual ideas about aging. He trains regularly, works with dumbbells, kettlebells, and rubber resistance bands, maintains excellent physical fitness, actively moves and looks so young that many cannot believe his age. But that's not even the most interesting part. His secret has nothing to do with expensive supplements, trendy diets, or genetic luck. His lifestyle consists of simple but very important habits that are accessible to almost everyone, and it is about them that we will tell you in this video. Watch this video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful, so let's get started. The first is Duante Fields doesn't wait for inspiration to train. He studies consistently. This is one of the main mistakes most people make. Many people start actively exercising for a few weeks, then give up for a month, then come back again. The body reacts badly to such constant swings. It is much more useful to perform moderate workouts regularly than to arrange rare sports marathons. Our body likes predictability. When muscles are constantly stressed, they begin to adapt, ligaments strengthen, and the functioning of the heart, blood vessels, and metabolism improves. Even if you only have 20 minutes a day, systematic exercise will bring much more benefits than a 2-hour workout once a week. Another important principle of Duante is working with resistance. He regularly uses dumbbells, kettlebells, and elastic bands. Many people mistakenly believe that strength training is only necessary for young people or those who want to gain muscle mass. In fact, after the age of 50, strength training becomes almost mandatory. As a person ages, they naturally lose muscle. This process is called sarcopenia. Along with muscle mass, strength decreases, balance deteriorates, and the risk of falls and fractures increases. That is why working with additional resistance helps not only to look younger, but literally slows down age-related changes. And it is not necessary to lift huge weights at all. Even a moderate load, if performed regularly, gives impressive results. Duante pays special attention to the upper body. At first glance, this may seem like an ordinary detail of the training process, but there is a very interesting pattern here. Strong muscles in the back, shoulders, and arms help maintain proper posture. It is the posture that often gives away a person's age before the face. When a person slouches, shoulders droop forward, and head is constantly tilted, he automatically looks much older. The developed upper body allows you to keep the chest open, facilitates breathing, and reduces the load on the spine. Moreover, strong back muscles help to avoid the chronic pain that often appears after the age of 60. Another important point is that Duante knows how to recover. Many people think that health is built solely on exercise, but in fact, the body becomes stronger not during exercise, but after it. It is during the recovery period that muscles are repaired, tendons are strengthened, the nervous system is restored, and the immune system improves. If you constantly burden yourself without rest, you can get the exact opposite effect: chronic fatigue, sleep loss, decreased motivation, and even accelerated aging. Therefore, it is worth learning to listen to your body. If you feel very tired after a hard workout, sometimes it's better to replace the next activity with a long walk or light stretching. Recovery is not a sign of weakness, but part of a sound training system. This approach allows you to stay active for decades, not just a few months. It's also interesting that Duante is filming her workouts on video. At first glance, this may seem like an ordinary desire to share your lifestyle, but such a habit brings great benefits to the person himself. When you record your workouts, you begin to pay more attention to the technique of doing exercises. In the video, it is easier to notice mistakes in movements, incorrect posture, or working too fast. In addition, the entries become a kind of progress diary. After a year, you can compare the results and see how much the strength, coordination, and quality of movements have changed. This is much more motivating to keep practicing than the usual numbers on the scales. Positive thinking plays an equally important role. Many people are skeptical about such words, but modern science has long shown a connection between emotional state and physical health. Constant stress increases cortisol levels, impairs sleep, increases inflammation, and negatively affects the cardiovascular system. A person who focuses exclusively on problems every day literally forces the body to work in a constant state of anxiety. Duante shows a completely different approach. He doesn't take age as a sentence. He continues to move forward, develops, and demonstrates by his example that 70 years is not the end of an active life. It is this attitude towards age that helps to maintain interest in life, set new goals, and maintain a high level of energy. The history of Duante Fields reminds us of a simple but very important truth. Youth is not a number in a passport. This is the ability to move, maintain strength, interest in life, and the desire to develop regardless of age. His example shows that the secret of longevity is rarely associated with something mysterious. It consists of consistent training, competent work with strength exercises, attention to recovery, a positive attitude to life, and consistency that persists for years. It is these habits that gradually form an organism capable of remaining strong, energetic, and active even after the age of 70. And perhaps the most important conclusion is that you can start applying these principles today. Not in a month, not since Monday, and not since New Year's. Every day when you take a small step towards health, it becomes a contribution to your future. It is from such steps that one day a life develops in which age ceases to be a limitation and turns into just a number. Age is a number that does not define your capabilities, but it reminds you that taking care of yourself is becoming even more important. Friends, what do you think of this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video that's currently appearing on your screen.